This isn't one of those touristic travel series. You won't find this on commercialized TV. This is a travel series about a perspective that has been destroyed, burned, whitewashed in the history of the world. This is a travel series about the Black perspective. Welcome to the Black Man's Guide to World Travel.
Logic one here. About to go sandboarding. Oh, something tells me this is going to be fun.
They call him Josh B.
Hi, my name is Nazarena. I was lost and he found me and lent me his phone and I'm safe.
So where are you from?
Argentina.
Jamaica. See it right here is a flag. I'm the place to be right now.
Ready?
This is my first time in Jamaica, so I'm just enjoying the sight. First time. Okay, everybody. Good. Hey, send me some Jersey mics. Newark, baby. I'm on Lisa. Can I get a date on Friday? And if you're busy, I wouldn't mind taking Saturday. What's going on? It's your boy FRE $, fresh.
Hello, papacitos y mamacitas. Vengan a México.
No.
A la party.
Finally made it. Finally made it.
Made some friends.
Met some good friends. Samba Drone 2016. Hey, yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the goddamn channel, man. It's been a while, y'all. Whoo, it's been a while. I know a lot of you guys have been like wondering where I've been. I did a lot of lives while I was in Accra, Ghana. I came back and I delivered so many damn videos. I was just focused on telling the story because this is the first time I've been in Africa, and this is the first time I've ever stayed somewhere for such a long time. I felt as though when I tell a story, I have to tell it complete like I always do, from the beginning to the end, straight through. And I felt as though if I did any lives or I did anything in between, when people in the future go back and see what, or get the first time to watch it, they may get confused to how amazing it was. I'm gonna salute everybody in the chat in a minute. We're just gonna give you guys a run through of what we're gonna talk about today. And I know a lot of you have seen that there's actually 2 lives that's happening today. As you guys know, I don't like putting stuff behind a paywall because I feel as though that's what they did to our Black ancestors before. But they deleted my #1 Black Man's Guide that had way over 1 million views, and they deleted it after 4 years because I told the inclusive truth of what happens around the world. I didn't specifically speak directly on stuff. I used different lingo. I did all this, but for some reason, after 4 years, they took it down. So when it comes to this part, where I want to give you guys the full inclusiveness, it's going to have to be on the membership live. So you're going to see this live, which we're going to talk about. I'm going to show you. I'm going to walk you through my whole experience in Ghana. You guys got any questions? This is your chance to ask anything about it. As you guys know, when I go to a place, I really, really do the research to figure out what to do. I connect with the people because for me, I don't believe you can just go to a place and see the architecture. I don't believe you can just go to the place and just go to the clubs or go to the nightlife. I feel as though if you're going to tell an inclusive story about history or about the world, then it's only inclusive if you include the people who live there, because the people who live in these cultures are the countries. Nigeria wouldn't be Nigeria without the people. Ghana wouldn't be Ghana without the people. South Africa wouldn't be South Africa without the people. So what I want you guys to see in this, what I showed you guys in these videos, or what I tried to show you guys in these videos, is the actual real people who live in the city. Shout out to Ray Elroy in the building. Salute, salute. Mr. Allen, what's going on? Shout out to Buck, man. Just a new member to the chat. We'll give some people some time to join the live. I know it's been a while, so shout out to Pop. He got a little fundraiser. He got a fundraiser going. That's a dope thing. So shout out to all the people who've been going live. Shout out to everybody doing everything, because we only got one life to live. And if you let somebody else's idea of how you should live affect how you live, you're missing out. All right, so I'm going to bring up some things because we're over 5 minutes now, and I know I got to keep the schedule because we have to get to this membership live, and I'm going to need 30 minutes in between to get to it. As you guys can see, my room is crazy, and I'm getting ready after 6 years to move back downstairs, and you'll see the apartment I had and all that stuff, and the new lives and stuff, and I'm just getting everything ready. So let's share the screen with you guys. I might have a guest coming up. I normally don't want to announce it unless I definitely do. But as you guys know, going to Ghana, there is a 5-hour time difference. So in Ghana right now, I believe it's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, like 2 o'clock. So we'll see if we can get this guest to show up today. All right, y'all. If not, it's still gonna be a great live. All right, so okay, so we don't. Oh, I should have put this on Instagram too. Oh well. We're on Twitch streaming right now. We're on YouTube streaming right now. The first thing I want to do is I want to share the screen with you guys, and I'm going to show you the Well, before I'll load up the Airbnbs. I say that because I stayed at 3 different Airbnbs this time. I stayed at one luxury Airbnb right outside of the main downtown area, which is called Osu. I stayed at a beach oceanfront Airbnb in La Boma Beach, and I stayed at a budget Airbnb in the not the hood section, but in the local section of Osu, which you'll get all 3 different vibes and everything like that. Jay Brad, salute. Yes, I'm glad I made it back too, y'all. I'm glad I made it back too. Okay, this year I want to do a lot more like walking videos because I'm getting shape get a little in shape, and I also want to do more long lives, some live videos rather. So let me share the screen, getting back used to this share screen. Let me get back used to this StreamYard real quick. Google Chrome, allow, okay, window, share the screen. Okay, can you guys see me here? We are back. And again, if you guys haven't seen the videos yet, real quick, if I want to take this now. If you guys haven't seen the videos yet, some shit. Let me stop sharing the screen real quick. Hold on. How do I take myself off the screen real quick? Because I want you guys to see the background. As you can see in the background right here, I have 10 episodes in the Detty December. This is the main intro video. I have 10 episodes that you can go watch after this. And it's really, really good. It gives you all the details I'm going to talk about here. We'll play some occasionally, but really want to get into the conversation. All right, so let's get back to sharing the screen, y'all. Present, share screen, window, share screen. All right. So where do I want to start? Okay, so I'll show you the first Airbnb. We'll show the first Airbnb, and then from the first Airbnb, we'll talk about the flight, because of course we're talking about even before the flight. Because here's the thing: if you are a United States citizen, as I'm speaking as a black man from the United States, if you're a United States citizen, you will need a visa to get into Ghana. Now, the thing about the visa is that normally during the course of the year, you have to buy the visa in advance in the closest city to you. There's a visa place in DC. There's a visa place in New York, and I believe there's a visa place in Boston where you can get a Ghana visa. The Ghana visa costs for a single entry $160 in the United States. So I had to go all the way. I had to drive to New York. Parking was crazy. I had to drive to New York. I had to take them proof that I had $1,000. And I had to take them proof of where I was staying. My daughter's mother was getting married, so I used the invitation, because you can usually use your Airbnb reservation for the invitation of the reason why you're going. But I had the wedding thing, so I used that. And I also had to pay for well, parking in the tow. Okay, so altogether it was 160, 100 for the visa, and 60 for the registration. I believe that's how I went. I think it was 60 for the registration. I believe that's how I went. But during December, January, and either the end in November, I think November, December, and January, you can actually get a visa on arrival for Ghana. And I didn't know that because I got my visa in October, just because I didn't want to risk any chance of me getting over there and having issues. But you also need to get a yellow fever vaccine. And the yellow fever vaccine is not covered. You know, guys, you guys know where I work. I've been there for 22, going on 23 years. Great top of the line health insurance. And for my health insurance, because in the United States, the yellow fever is not a thing. It's not included on any insurance that most people have. It's a travel vaccination. So I had to go to a place in Newark, New Jersey, to get a travel vaccination for my yellow fever shot. It cost me $371, and that was the cheapest place I found. I found the place in Montclair, they wanted like $450. I found the place in New York, they wanted like $425. Now I know a lot of other people said I could have went to Colombia and got one, but the biggest issue is that, and it's gonna look like this, y'all. This is what your yellow fever card is gonna look like. The biggest issue is that if this is not in English and you're coming from the United States, it could be a little bit of issue. Now, the one thing is that when I got there to Ghana, I don't recall them asking for my yellow fever card. I don't recall them asking for my yellow fever vaccination card. But I think it's because if you have a visa to get in Ghana, which I'll show you guys here, then I believe it's proof enough that I believe if you have a visa, it's proof enough that you got your yellow fever card, because you can't get a visa without a yellow fever card. Let me see if I can show you guys without showing my name and stuff, or my stuff. Well, I guess without showing this. So this is, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna put it real close, but this is what it's expiring. This is what a Ghana visa looks like, y'all. This is what it looks like right here. It takes up a whole page on your passport book. Republic of Ghana. This is a one-time entry. Now, if you're going to stay for a longer period of time, or if you're going to go in and out of Ghana to maybe go to Nigeria, go to Togo, or go to one of the countries next to Ghana, you will definitely need a multiple entry visa, because they're going to charge you more. They're going to charge you. Because you need one to get back in. You might have an issue getting back in if you don't have a multiple entry visa. But I will tell you this: it is better to get your visa on arrival, because you will pay a lot less than 160 United States dollars. Another important thing you need to know before you go to Ghana is that the Ghana city at one time used to be $1 for 6 Ghana cities. But now it is $1 for 15 Ghana cities, and it's moving upwards. The value is moving up. So by the time you go, it may be 16, it may be 17, it may be 18, it may be 20, because the US dollar is strengthening over in Ghana. But so again, I would definitely suggest, if you're going for a visa, don't go to your local one in New York. Go to Ghana, get the visa on arrival. Just make sure you have your yellow fever shot. But the Ghana cities thing, it really helped out a lot. So when I was deciding to go, what I wanted to do is I wanted to book 2 different Airbnbs, because I had only planned to staying for exactly a week, 7 days. I was supposed to be staying for 7 days. And I know that's crazy, because my flights was ridiculously long, because originally I was supposed to go from Newark, New Jersey to Togo, and from Togo to Ghana, which is only like a 15-hour ride. But the week before, they canceled that connection. So it took me on Christmas Day 25 hours to get to Ghana. This is the longest flights I've ever been on. Let me tell you how to do it. I had to get from Newark, New Jersey to IAD, which I believe is Washington Dulles International Airport. From Washington, I had to fly to Addis Ababa, which is Ethiopia. From Ethiopia, I then flew to Ghana. And that whole process took 25 25 hours in the same clothes. I always carry deodorant on my carry-on bag and a change of shirt, so I was smelling all right. But that Ethiopian flight was stinking. I mean, I feel like I understand the cultural difference, but people don't really put on deodorant on that. No one put on deodorant, at least on that flight that I was on. I felt like I was the outcast by putting on deodorant on the flight because it felt like I know we all traveling for a long time. Maybe y'all didn't have this 25-hour flight I did, but some of y'all smell like y'all been flying out for a week without a shower. And one dude had his shoes off, which is ridiculously crazy. You'll see it in the video. But again, the flight was good. They had decent food there. They gave us 3 meals and I believe a snack also. So Ethiopian, aside from the smell, was horrible. Let me see if I can show you guys, because I like to speak about it and show you a little bit at the same time. Let me see if I can show you guys a little bit of the video before we get to these Airbnbs I stayed at. I'm gonna show you a little bit of the video that of the Ethiopian stewardess, because man, they're some of the best stewardess most attractive stewardess I've seen. So let's go to episode 1. Let me see if I can put this on my screen real quick. I'll talk you guys through how the days went, versus trying to go back. And we'll get to, if you're watching this again, we'll talk about the women closer to the hour mark. We'll get into the women that I met there, the different things. But when it gets more towards the hour and 30 mark, we gotta cut this short. 30 minutes, we'll come back and we'll do another live on the membership only where we'll talk about everything. I don't even want to talk about it now because I want this to go out so people can get the information if they decide to go to Ghana. Because if I start talking about certain things, this could probably get blocked or it can get taken down and people lose out the information. So again, I'm not fond of the paywall. So all right. So let me start from here. Here we go. The music playing because it's all right. So again, Ethiopian. Oh my God, yo, let me just pause it here. I love, man. Yo, listen. Now, I don't know if I want to show the short haircut one. Little what's her name? Nia Long looking Ethiopian woman. All right, right there. Nia Long, nice one right here. I can't even show how nice she look, but either way, yeah, will I go to Ethiopia? I don't know. Ethiopia, I've been doing some research. It's not really big on my to go list. I feel as though just from me what I witnessed in the airport and the research I've done, I feel as though it's highly religious, and I'm not sure it would get as wild as other places I've been. But again, when I look at the beautiful different beauties of Ethiopia, it does strike my bell a little bit. But again, we'll see. But so yeah, so I took Ethiopian. Like I said, the food, they gave us great food. They gave you drinks no matter like juice and liquid, no matter how much you want, you getting charged for anything. So it was kind of cool. And this is when I was switching Ethiopian Airlines in that 25-hour trip. So when I got there, let's get before I get into the story. Let's get to the Airbnbs, because I told you we talked about the need to get a visa. We talked about the flight. My fault. My daughter's mother decided. I'll just play in the background for now. My daughter's mother decided that she wanted to get married during Christmas, during the Christmas season of what they call Detty, Detty December in Ghana. Now, the thing about Christmas time in Ghana is a time when all a lot of Ghanaians from all over the world, the UK, the United States, and multiple other countries, they return back home to spend time with their family and then celebrate with their people. And this is also the time when a lot of tourists go there. So I had been searching for the flight because my daughter's mother told me in June. I had been searching for the flight to Ghana, and I'm gonna shout you guys out right after this. I have been searching for the flight to Ghana since like September, because remember August I went to Cali. So since September, I was searching for the flight to Ghana. The cheapest flight I seen was like 1,900, and I end up having to get insurance also because you never want to get jammed up. Even like I got jammed up, it fixed itself because I had the insurance, but you never want to get jammed up when you stuck that far away from your home or stuck anywhere away. So I got the insurance. So with the ticket and the insurance, I end up paying $2,100 for the flight alone, going there and coming back. Going there from Newark, New Jersey, EWR, and coming back to JFK cost me $2,100. Now, over the course of the trip, I'll summarize it real quick. I end up spending about $7,240 on the entire trip. Now, this ended up being a 2-week trip that was supposed to be a 1-week trip. So, again, Ghana can get pricey only around this time, and only because as a content creator who wanted to really indulge in the culture, it took a lot of money to do what I wanted to do. So that's just giving you guys a foreshadowing of everything that you're going to see. So let's get to it. Let me pause this for a second. Now, when I was picking the Airbnbs, I decided to I wanted to pick 2. I wanted to pick one that was on the beach, and I wanted to pick a luxury one that I can stay in for the majority of the time. This is the luxury Airbnb that I decided to stay at. It's at a building called what is this building called? I forgot what the building called, but it was, again, like you said right here, it's close to U.S. Embassy, and I always like kind of staying close to U.S. Embassy just in case. But the building was called Boulevard, 233 Boulevard. Now the building was amazing, yo. It looked like it was a new building. It was owned by a government official, and then I guess he rented out the different rooms, or the government official he owned the most. I forgot how he said it. The government official either owned the most units in the building because he bought the building, but there was also some units that other people owned. Let me shout you guys out real quick. Make sure I ain't talking what's the name. All right, y'all. Let me see. Again, shout out to Ray Elroy. Shout out to Mr. Allen. What's up? What's up? I seen some ice candy on them videos. Yeah. It was crazy. What up, Flower? Jay Brass, what up? What up? Kato, the one out here is 500. Which one is 500? Oh, the one out for the vaccination? Oh, that's crazy. Do you know what's in the vaccination? Yes. I'm going to try to get to y'all questions while we talk about the story, y'all. So here's where it freaked me out, y'all. I did not know that the yellow fever vaccination is basically a medicated form of the yellow fever virus. So when I got there, after I paid the $371 to get my vaccination, the doctor said, the nurse checked me for everything and said, the doctor has to come talk to you. I'm like, why can't you give me this out? Well, the doctor has to come talk to you. The doctor comes in and says, hey, I just want to have a talk to you to ask you, are you healthy? Is everything good? I said, yes, of course, I'm healthy. Everything is good. He says, okay, well, I have to let you know this because you're taking the yellow fever vaccination. There is a chance that we can give you this yellow fever vaccination and it can actually give you yellow fever because the vaccination is included with the yellow fever. And I said, all right, well, cool. I said, so if I catch yellow fever, then I'll just come back and y'all give me the medication for it, right? He said, no. I said, what do you mean? If I catch yellow fever from it, y'all can just come back. I come back and get a yellow fever vaccination, right? I mean, fever medication, not gonna be better, and then we'll try it again. He said, no. If we give you the yellow fever vaccination, you can't go anywhere for 2 weeks because it won't be effective till after the 2nd week. But we need you to monitor how you feel, your fever, if you got a cough, if you see any rash within the next week. And I said, why? He says, because there's a chance if we give you this yellow fever vaccination, you can catch yellow fever and there's no cure. What? I said, what do you mean? He said, there's no cure for yellow fever. So if we hit you with the vaccination and you catch yellow fever, you're probably going to die in like 3 weeks. What? I said, so what can you do? He said, we can give you stuff to make you feel better, but you probably will die in 3 weeks. And he said, but it's a real small chance. I said, how much of a chance is it? Well, like 96% of people don't have any adverse effects. And of the ones that do, only 3% of them have the actual yellow fever virus and end up being fatal. So now, mind you, they told me this stuff after I paid $371, $371. They told me this stuff after I paid $371. So I was like, and he's like, let me give you some time. So I sat there and I thought, is it worth it? My daughter's gonna be there. I mean, my daughter got the yellow fever vaccination, and she was all right. My daughter's mother got it because she got it before, before she came to America. So, if I get it, my daughter got it. It's gonna be cool. And I was lucky enough where I didn't catch yellow fever, but that was probably the second scariest. In the membership live after this one, I'll tell you the first scariest I've had in a long time. But that was the second scariest week and a half I had in a long time. So yeah, they did. I do know it's in the vaccination now. The weekend of KO. Ardell, what up? Are you good? I'm in the States, yo, and I'm going to be in the States for a while. I want to keep on to this to tell you about Ghana, but I'm going to be in the States for a while, and we'll talk about where I'm going maybe the next live. Exclude the word for okay. Let me see. Do the flight attendants smell good? The flight attendants smell good, but they was women, and that's the one thing I think. It was like 7 flight attendants, 6 of them were women, so that was kind of awesome. The membership is let me put the link in the chat for the membership, y'all, because again, the membership live is going to be, and I had to warn people, say, hey, when we come to the membership live, we're going to get into detail, a lot of details I'm not going to be able to say here. So if anybody repost it, copy it, I'm going to have to copyright. I don't copyright strike anybody for anything I put on the main open in the channel or anything I say. But for this live, because I want to feel comfortable with telling what really happened, everything that happened, then I want to make sure that nobody else takes it. So the membership live is going to be very detailed, very detailed. Let me see this girl. Maybe up there. Hold a second. All right. My fault. Let me just type the membership live in here real quick for you guys. /join. I believe this is the link. I believe that's the link. The link up. Yeah, something like that. All right. Let me get back to all right. Would you hit up Kenya? I heard it's legit. I may in my, but see, here's the thing. I don't have that many places that I'm willing to go before I retire. For all those that don't know, real quick, I'm 40 years old. I just turned 40 last year. I'll be retiring by the time I'm 48. The only thing I'm waiting for is my son to get in college or getting out of high school so that I can actually travel for longer periods of time. But I'm gonna be retiring at 48, no later than 50. So between 40 and 48, I have to get my place in Colombia, and I have to sell my place in Miami. So I don't plan on taking many trips. But after that, yes, Kenya is one of the places I decide I want to go. Ellis, what's up? What up? Thanks. Appreciate it. Hey, Jason, China. Yeah. Y'all seen the fits. What's going on? Z1, what's going on? Barks in the building. These doctors and vaccines are diabolical. Again, it was one of those things where I would never suggest anybody to take the vaccine. But if you really want to go to Ghana, you're going to have to take the vaccine. But I would never suggest anybody take the vaccine because I know there's a chance you might die. And yeah, if it's worth it, it's up to you. I'll be back with the Jeep talks and stuff. Again, I wanted to stick to just Ghana, and I left for Ghana in December, came back in January, and I wanted to stick to Ghana until now. I had my the event at in Newark, but I had to post that one. It's my homie's event. Rick James, what up, what up, what up, what up? Again, that's the thing right there, I believe. I think that's the membership link, if it's a link. Yeah. I appreciate that, Barks. Appreciate it, Rick James. All right, y'all. So check it out. All right, so this this place right here, which is the luxury place. It was a studio apartment, and the thing is that with Airbnb, you guys see this? All right, cool. With Airbnb, I had originally booked another apartment that was a little bit less luxurious, and it cost a lot less. But at the last week, the guy canceled out on me. So Airbnb, as you guys know, when one Airbnb cancels out on you on your reservation without a valid reason, Airbnb helps you find another one and makes up the difference between where you were going to stay and where you actually stayed. That's why I think I would probably never stay at a hotel again. I will only stay at Airbnbs because of the fact that Airbnb gave me the $100 difference to go from the average Airbnb I was staying at to this poolside Airbnb. And the importance of the pool was, hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me open another window real quick. The importance of the pool real quick. 1 second. Give me a second, y'all. Let me show y'all the importance of the pool. Playlist. Real quick. Is that as a content creator who is very, very, very detailed when I tell my stories, the pool, where is it at? Added a little bit of, okay, so that's not good. All right, so let's do it this way. The pool added a little bit of spice to the story that I was able to tell. There we go. It just made my experience a lot better. So it was dope that Airbnb made that happen, and I was able to utilize the pool to its full potential. There's other pool episodes, but this is the drone episodes and stuff that you guys will see. But let's get back to the Airbnb. So again, this Airbnb ended up being like $733. Airbnb made it like $105 difference, and I was able to get this Airbnb. This is the first one. Now, for the second Airbnb, y'all. All right. For the second Airbnb, I wanted to stay somewhere that was on the beach. Like I wanted to be able to experience something, because I know I'm not really big on the whole go back to Africa, power the motherland and all that stuff, because I understand history and I did all of my traveling to understand how the process works. Some of us didn't come from the slave trade. Some of us are here before. Some of us did come from the slave trade. Some of us but as Black people in the United States, we have our own culture. We have our own culture. We have our own food. We have our own language. We have our own dancing. We have our own music. We have the definition of what culture is. So it wasn't like I felt like, oh, I want to be with my ancestors, but I did want that feeling of, yo, look what's possible from the weakest people, the people who went through the most craziest circumstances in the world. Went through slavery, went through Jim Crow, went through all that. I wanted to see what's possible. So what I decided to do was get a beachfront place. Now, when I tell you, even though this was like I don't want to say a tiny home. Even though I stayed, even though I stayed in what was like a trailer, this was the closest I've ever stayed in any of my trips to the beach. I was literally, I want to say, if the water wasn't like, if it wasn't high tide, meaning the water wasn't close and it was at its furthest furthest away from the shore, I had to be no more than 203 feet away from the water. And just the inside, it looked small, but it was perfectly cozy for me and one other person. It had the air conditioner it had 2 air conditioners and just this tiny thing. It had a nice little setup right here. The hot water, it was hot water. And this is exactly how it looks in the morning. It had some other stuff, like some stuff in between it, like you'll see it. But it's just, I could not believe. Can you imagine waking up, dog? I felt like, man, I can't explain the feeling, y'all. It's just something that y'all gotta feel. Something y'all gotta. I mean, I can't even say what it was, but I can show you how I felt. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna be able to play with music because I want to try to monetize this one, because for those that don't know, for creators that don't know, when your video is not monetizable, meaning it's got a copyright in it, it doesn't get pushed as much. And I want this video to go out to all the people who can use this video to find a way that works for them. So let me give y'all a little feeling. If you haven't seen this episode already, it's episode 4. I think it's episode 4. Yeah. Let me just give you guys a little. Can you guys see a little taste of Oh my God, you guys can't see, my fault. You guys couldn't see the other thing. Hold up. Let me give you guys a little taste of what it felt like to wake up my fault. I want to show you this first. To wake up with this right here, right outside of the door. Just give you a little feel of what it felt like. Can't play the music because I want to monetize it, but let's go. Ooh, y'all know the vibe it was? Waking up early in the morning, first thing in the morning. It just felt like, oh my God. It felt like I had accomplished. It just made me think of all that I accomplished in life. It's like this moment right here was just so dope. Just waking up, boom, get up. You wake up, you're kind of thirsty in the morning after a long night. You try to decide if you want more liquor, you want some water. Nah, you need something with a little kick. Grab a little Coca-Cola. I don't even drink Coca-Cola like that because I know it's not good for you, but it does give you that. Wake up, you open the door. You feel a breeze. First in the morning breeze. It had to be like 6 o'clock in the morning. I wake up early just naturally all the time. Go outside, you look to the left. Nah, you scratch your eyes because you don't know if this is real or not. Let me see if I can touch my feet on the sand or my so I can feel like it's real. And just walk. A lot of people say, yo, this is where our ancestors died. This is where they died in the war, the ones that jumped off the ship and all that stuff. And centuries, multi-hundreds of years later, Black man from Newark, New Jersey, stepping foot, living like a king. Bro, the feeling was just super dope, bro. It's just super dope. So again, this Airbnb, surprisingly, when I first booked it, it only cost $50. That's right. When I first booked this Airbnb, it only cost $50. But what happened was that I needed to switch the days. And because I was switching the days at the last minute, I end up having to pay another $100 to switch the day because I had too much stuff the night before to do. But again, this beachfront, it just so amazing, y'all. This was so amazing. And the beach had the jacuzzi in it. I can't show any jacuzzi scenes, but trust and believe, we will show jacuzzi scenes in the membership live that we do after this. I believe I'm still on a good timing. So let me get to y'all comments real quick, and we get back to the story. But trust and believe, this jacuzzi was used. It was definitely used. Definitely used. All right. Let me get back to y'all comments. That takes Ghana off my list. That's crazy. The virus they give you is live. Yeah, so I can fully understand it. I can fully understand it because, again, everybody's like, yo, why would you not be scared to take the why would you not want to take or support taking the coronavirus jab, but you go and take a jab that can kill you? It don't make sense, but I just say because yellow fever shot has been tested for multiple years, and it's still a risk. But I was just happy that, and that's why I said I wouldn't suggest anybody it. But I would say if this is something that you really think can either enhance how you look at life or make you see a world in a different way, sometimes you gotta take the risk. Yeah, shout out to Sunshine Soda, yo. He be doing good things in the Philippines. Yo, what's going on, DJ Panthro? All right, so the last one, we're gonna skip forward, and the last thing I'm gonna show you is the last Airbnb. Now, I told you guys that I had only planned to stay until January 5th. I was supposed to be leaving out January 5th. But no, I was leaving out January 3rd. But what happened was that my daughter's mother, for the first time, and y'all know I'm a person who flies a lot. I fly a lot, so I should have known better. And I brought the insurance just in case. But my daughter's mother convinced me that, and because my daughter was riding on the plane, I was supposed to be going with my daughter, to buy a ticket with cheapo air on Ethiopian, rather than buying directly from Ethiopian or doing what I normally do and buy from Google Flights. She's like, hey, just book through cheapo air. It's much better because my daughter's booking there, and we can all book the same thing. All right, cool. So I booked through cheapo air, and the flight gets canceled. Now, when you're in Africa, a lot of flights do get canceled. That is true. A lot of flights do get canceled coming back, but when you book with Google Flights, they change you to the next flight right away. When you book directly with the flight carrier, they change you to the flight right away. There is a direct flight that goes from Delta, from New York City, all the way straight to Ghana. Straight flight is 15 hours. I mean, it's 10-hour flight, but I didn't want to pay $3,000 for the flight. So I booked on cheapo air. But because I booked on cheapo air, when they canceled the flight, cheapo air never moved me. And then by the time I finally got a representative and got to talk to somebody, because I had insurance, I said the plan said I could talk to somebody live at any time. They told me that the next flight wasn't leaving to January 6th, and I was supposed to leave January 3rd. Matter of fact, I was supposed to leave January 2nd, and the next flight wasn't leaving to January 6th. So I had to find an Airbnb to stay at, and I'm on a budget because I was like, hey, this is why I tell people you always need to bring emergency money. And I had about like $2,000 worth of emergency money, and at this time I had already spent like $6,000. I had already spent like $6,000 at this time, and I had like $2,000 in emergency money. But I couldn't spend the $2,000 because emergency money for me, I couldn't spend all the $2,000 because the emergency money for me means if my flight gets canceled and I can't get a flight, I have to pay for a flight. A one-way flight back in January was $1,400. So I had to keep this $1,500 set aside for any emergency purposes. So I only had $500 to spend. So I had to look for Airbnb, and I had to have money in my pocket for a week in Ghana. And it sounds like it might be a lot, but Ghana is so inexpensive outside of going to the clubs that piece of cake. So I found this place for $30. It ended up $30 a night, $35 a night. And with taxes and everything for 5 nights, for 5 nights, 6 days, it was like $209. With $209 for 6 days. It was like $209 for 6 nights. Like $209. So because I booked another night, so because you usually have to leave at 11, but my flight wasn't to the afternoon, so I just booked the extra day. And all this place was literally a room. I'll show you guys this also in the video, but all this place was literally a room, and it was what it was, man. As you guys can see, it's clean, it's neat, it's in the urban area of Osu. It was in walking distance to all the clubs, about a 10-minute walk to all the clubs. But it was definitely budget friendly, and I actually recommended this to somebody because of how budget friendly this place was. Very, very budget friendly. It did have hot water. It did have hot water. But again, I know in the pictures you might not, because they took the pictures like this, you might not be able to see how small it was, and it looks bigger. Pause. But let me show you guys. Let me show you guys in the video, because again, I would stay again. I would definitely stay there again. Because of how inexpensive it was. But nobody beach. Here we go. Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let me walk you guys through. Hold up. I'll introduce you guys to the ladies later, but we're gonna just start with it. Here we go.
I'm here.
After this, I get you our comments.
5 days, last minute. Of course, we gotta have emergency stash, and I found the Airbnb for about $29, actually $35 after stuff a night, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like.
Why is what so expensive, R-Dub, or the flight? Because around Christmas time, in January, everybody flies there, and everybody's trying to fly home, so they raise the prices up. $1,400 for one way, and it cost me $21 just to get there. I mean, to get the round trip was $2,100, but going back one way was $1,400.
When you walk up the stairs, the lights come on. 1, 2. And then the more you walk up the stairs, the more lights come on. The one up there usually comes on. During the day, it's off. And then this door is always unlocked. You open the door. Again, this is like $33 a night. 5 nights, something cost me like $200 or something, $206, $209. Don't mind the copyright, y'all. I gotta get that copyright insurance. Music in the background. Music playing. I'm gonna pause that real quick. I don't want to get copyright. All right.
So this is the room, y'all. This is the room that you see in the pictures.
First thing when you walk in is the bathroom right here. Shower, nice and clean. The shower head, hot water is average. Toilet,
real small,
sink,
but it works.
ventilation, and a light, pretty good. Hot water heater. And then as you close this door, you'll close this door back so I can show you that AC worked like a charm. AC worked like a charm. Leave that running. Come in here, be frigid like it is now, and it goes down to 16. Then the bed right here is pretty comfortable. It's not too bad. 2 pillows is definitely a necessity. Nice little lounging chair over here. I moved all this stuff because I got somebody coming over to interview. But so my stuff is on one side of the corner. Walk right over here is the refrigerator. If you want to cook, you can cook there. But I'm not really cooking. I get fast food. Breakfast, I eat lunch and dinner. We go out and eat restaurants. They have a microwave if you want to heat up food late night. You don't feel like walking. But the whole thing is, remember, TV has Netflix. I haven't figured out how to work it yet because it doesn't move the things so I can log in.
One thing I want, real quick, let me pop up here. One thing I want you guys to see is that right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, right here is an outlet adapter. They have, like, I should have known not all places that you rent on Airbnb will have a outlet adapter. Let me actually just bring a big screen. And so I had to go to the store, electronic store, and pay a lot more money for this outlet adapter because this is, I want to say it's a European adapter. I'm not sure, but I had never seen an adapter like they had in Ghana, like the outlets they had in Ghana. Like it just like it was funny looking, but you definitely needed one of these because you wouldn't be able to charge any devices. Like when I was staying on that beachfront property and I didn't have this, I had to plug. I got lucky and I plugged my device into the TV, and that's the only way I was able to charge it. Otherwise, if you don't bring one of those, you're gonna have to buy one. But again, y'all, this Airbnb is well worth it. I would say again, if I wanted to stay for
it's just a small space.
If I wanted to stay for a longer time, I would definitely like a month or more. I would consider staying at this place because, as you can see, and again, I'll show you some of the ladies and stuff. The women didn't have a problem with coming over and hanging out, even in the spot I was staying. Even when I was live, even when I was just staying in this spot, they really didn't care because it was neat. It was in a good area, and I didn't have any issues. And we'll get to women later. I just want to tell everybody that just joining the room again because this is YouTube. I don't want to, and we're going to do the membership live where we can really get into it. It's not monetized, so ain't gonna be no commercials or nothing like that. We're gonna get into everything. But we'll say that part. We'll talk a little bit about the women here, but we'll say most of that for the membership live. Let me see. Let me get your comments real quick before we keep going. Jay Brad says, so you spent $3,500 on flights? No, I spent $2,100 on flights for a round trip flight. But remember, they canceled my flight and it wasn't guaranteed that I was going to get back home. So I had an emergency stash of $2,000, and of that $2,000, if I needed to get back, I would need $1,400. So I was only able to spend $500 on getting an Airbnb and having money for 6 nights, because of the fact that I didn't. If I'd have spent more than 15, I would have went into the money I needed for the emergency fight, and I'd have been stuck. Now, I mean, I might have had to do a fundraiser. I'm kidding. I wouldn't have did no fundraiser. I just put it on the credit card. But I would have been stuck. So I didn't want to spend that. That's how I came up with the $1,400 extra, because it would charge me $1,400 just to come back. If it didn't go through. What's going on, somebody? Bro, you made me happy with the gospel. Pause. I appreciate that, Charles. Man, listen, I just wanted to tell an inclusive story, y'all. I just really wanted to give you true, quote unquote, journalism, because I feel as though true journalism is an independent way of thinking. You're not one side or another. I wasn't, we all need, us black folks need to all go back to Africa. And I wasn't, forget Africa. We black Americans, we don't need them. I'm in the middle. I just felt as though I was just willing to listen to what people had to say. Shout out to Greg S, yo. Eddie J, did you have any issue with bag bugs, your accommodations? No, but you're going to see 1 or 2 bugs. I didn't have any issue, and I kept watching different people reviewing Ghana. I kept watching different women, and I kept watching different guys review Ghana, and they was like, the place I was staying at had a bunch of bugs. I'm like, how much you pay for your place? Because that luxury place, I only seen 1 bug, and that's because the girl left the screen door wide open, and the bug crawled or flew or whatever it is. At this place, I didn't see any bugs. So, and even at the beach place, I didn't even see any mosquitoes at the beach place, because they got this little thing they burn in Ghana, and they burn it and it keeps the mosquitoes away. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a little circly thing where they burn it and it keeps all the mosquitoes away. So I didn't even see any mosquitoes at the beach when I was on the beachfront. So it was cool. Now I mean, it was cool. It was definitely cool. He says, Black to Africa, FBA all day. No bunny hopping around. Listen, man. Again, I feel as though I don't want to get too much into politics on that one, but again, we'll keep going now. All right, so now that we had the Airbnbs booked, you guys know I did have my daughter's mother, my daughter's mother, but it's one of my best friends. It's like one of my best friends. I got my brother, I got my other brother, and I got my daughter's mother. My daughter's mother, like ride or die, one of my best friends. So I went to her wedding. The wedding was super dope, and it was super dope. They had it out in East Legon. There's different areas. There's Greater Accra, there's Osu, there's the beach area, Labadi and Laboma, and Polo Beach Club, and then there's East Legon and Cantonment. Cantonment is the richest part of Ghana, but it's more big houses spread far apart. East Legon is the more upscale New York City type vibe place, but it has like parties and clubs and stuff. I stayed in Osu, which is more the local area, but it's where everybody goes. That's really, you know what I mean, having fun. It's off of Oxford, it's Oxford Street, and then there's the beach area. So, again, it definitely was an experience. But another thing I wanted to do was go to a place called Afrofuture. Now, let me share the screen with you guys. For people that don't know, Afrofuture is one thing about Ghana, and I gotta give them the credit to this. Ghana has a lot of appreciation for the diaspora. When I say the diaspora, I'm referring to people with melanated skin from Africa, and as well as Black Americans and Caribbean Americans and South Americans, people from that are of African descent outside of Africa, they consider the diaspora. So whether you're from the United States, you're from South America, you're from the Caribbean, from Canada, you're from United Kingdom, they include that. And if you're from Ghana but you live in another country, they consider that to be the diaspora. Afrofuture, it is the biggest group over in Ghana that cater to the diaspora. And so I definitely had to go to Afrofuture. They actually have one coming up in Detroit as well right now, but I had to go to Afrofuture. I want to show you guys a couple of things they had from the pictures there. I also show you some of the videos I have, but let me see. It's just what's the pictures and stuff they had. Let's see if they have the pictures from here. We'll go to their Instagram. Let's see if they got the Instagram pops up. That's not sound right there. From a lot of stuff from the Afrofuture. All right, so I can't log in. So what I'll show you guys mine. But when I say it was people from all over there, it was people from Canada there, people from the UK, people from what did I say? From Dubai, people from the United States, people from all over the world came to this event, and it was definitely a great event and a lot of amazing ladies. See if they do have photos. Events, maybe events. I wanted to see if they had their pictures from the Afrofuture. If they don't, it's cool. Oh, here you go. Nope. They also had a basketball league thing there also, but I wanted to see if they had. They don't. So we're gonna go to mine. All right. So during the event, they had 2 different days, the 28th and the 29th. The 28th, the big headliner for the thing was a person called King Promise. King Promise is the biggest Ghanaian artist that's known around the world. And on the second day, they had Omale. Now, for those, a lot of people do know Omale. He's from Nigeria. He's a big artist. He did songs with oh my God, a couple people. Sabrina something? I don't know, but he's known for the biggest song, Holy Ghost. So what I want to do now is, even this day, I'm going to fast forward it a little bit. This is the biggest day. I'm going to start from the second day, which is the biggest day. Hold on. And I'll give you guys a walkthrough. Let me see. I think I can show you guys. I can show us walking on the beach first. And this is La Boma Beach. I think I'm gonna show that at night. I'm starting at night. All right, here we go. There we go. I can show us walking on the beach first. Hopefully the sound's all right. Right.
Yeah, so you can move here.
Is there ever a point at on this beach where there's nobody here?
That's not fun. Even walking there.
So there's no possibility of having fun on the beach.
Just you?
No. So there's no. What I'm saying, like every single hour of the day. So let's say you. So let's say you and your guy wants to have fun. It's not possible because there's too many people here.
People must be there. Everybody loves the beach. Some people choose to be there. They're walking, looking at the beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a little light. All right. Now, when you guys see this blue and these lights right here, that's Polo Beach Club. Polo Beach Club is where the event is held for Afrofuture. And I'm going to fast forward it so you guys can see me walking into this. This is the second day. It was the most rocking day. The first day was actually fun too. I met some people there, but you can see from where we stayed on the beach where the apartment was to exactly where I walked to the Polo Beach Club, and it was packed. It was definitely packed. So let's speed it up a little bit. And we have brought a bottle of liquor. Again, everything is inexpensive, but it's going to be more money when you buy it in a place like this because it's like buying it in the club where you get a table and you buy a bottle and stuff. But for me, it was $107, which is the same price I would pay in the club. I paid in the club. We'll get to the club part also later. All right, let me get to. All right, here we go. Now I don't know if I can play music because it might play the music here. All right, so when you walk in, right, this is two. I don't know. I gotta go back. Hold up. All right, here. All right, so when you walk up, right, you walk in. You got to go around, and here we go. There's three different entrances. There's the general admission, which is on the left right here. There's the one she stopped me. That's the VVIP, and then the one in the middle is the VIP. Now, I feel as though if you're going to go to Afrofuture, you got to get at least the VIP. I didn't really like the VVIP because the VVIP is like a table and section area where if you're going to stay, if you come with a big crowd and all you're going to do is stay in this one section, it might not be the best section to get because it's not even the best view of the stage. And as well as, now if you do get the VIP or the V, and you can see, look at the girl in front. God damn, boy. So you even if you get the VIP or the VVIP, you can get in the other sides as well. So eventually I took my VIP and I went into the general admission because I wanted to get, the feel of all sides and stuff. So again, you go through here. As you can see, the VVIP wristband is over here. This is it was set up pretty good. You guys see, right? Let's see. While it goes, I'm gonna get to your comments while it goes. All right. So Greg S says, how was transportation and getting around? Transportation was dope. Uber works. It does take a little bit longer. But it works in Ghana. What also works is Bolt. Bolt is actually the preferred, it's the preferred service that everyone uses. Bolt, it arrives faster, but most of the time they would rather you pay in cash than to actually pay with your card. So yeah, I definitely, if you have Bolt, you want to download it before you get there, because if you don't download Bolt before you get there, it could be a problem with you trying to register Bolt in your phone while you're out in Ghana. My phone service actually worked in Ghana. I have T-Mobile now. Well, T-Mobile do Sprint. So my T-Mobile has an international plan. I think it was like something like $20 or $25 for like 5G gigabytes. So I bought the international plan, and that's how I was able to go live. Because if you don't have the a phone service that gets over there, you can buy a phone SIM card over there, but the issue is you have to carry multiple phones or get rid of your phone number. So I just kept my my phone, and I did have a second phone, but I didn't get a SIM card for it. So again, this is what I mean by the stage is better in the VIP area. This is the VIP area, and in the VIP area, there were a lot more Americans than actual people from Ghana, because it costs $400 after taxes. It costs $405 if you got the early bird. If you didn't get the early bird ticket, it costs $470 to get the VIP pass for 2 nights. So there aren't going to be a lot of locals. You see the beautiful women in the back. There aren't going to be a lot of locals in the VVIP section. But it definitely was okay. Rick James says, T-Mobile plans have 3G free almost everywhere international. Yes, the 3G was free, but the data was slow. Like what happened was when I was on live, I used up all my 5G, and the data the live couldn't stay steady when I was on live with 3G. So I had to pay for another 5G to come back on live. So me for a creator, I feel as though 5G is, I would say for anybody, 5G, paying that the difference is best, or just get a Ghana SIM card and Ghana phone. But as you can see, it was really good going to this place right here. And that was the first night. Again, they had a lot of different artists that performed. Omale right here. I don't want to play it because again, I have an episode with his whole 30-minute performance on here, 33-minute performance on here. It was Omale. Who else performed that night? I believe it was Kitty. I got to meet again. This is what I mean by hold up. This is what I mean by when I go somewhere, like, hold up, real quick. A lot of people, and this is just my opinion. A lot of people will seek a creator and hear a creator say that a place was great, but you won't see any content from them interacting with the people in that place. It's outside of like parties, or even if they're at a party, you might just see them with a woman who's like a statue. Like she's not interacting, she's just a statue, she's sitting there. I feel as though when I try to capture my experience, I want you to meet the people who are going to actually talk, who can tell you more about their culture, who can tell you more about who they are. Because I feel as though you could just have anybody with money, which you guys know I have. Anybody with money can just get a pretty woman to sit by my side and just be quiet and not say anything. But if you want to tell an inclusive story, it is important that you talk to the people. Again, y'all. So like, again, you I think to take the advice of somebody who says the place is bad, and just anybody in general, if I tell you a place is bad, but you don't see me interacting with the people, it could either be maybe the place the people don't like interacting, or I'm not trying to and be inclusive with their culture. I'm just trying to take my culture and put it on everybody. That's one thing I hope I don't do. And again, I was able to see so many different big artists like Kitty. I can't play too much of the song because I want to try to monetize this. I might have to change it later, but
oh, you did to me. This time. Oh, you did to me. Those at the back, I see you too. Say, oh, you did to me. Everybody up for future right now. Say, oh, you did to me. Bless up. My name is King Joe, man.
Again, y'all, it's just a different vibe. And I actually also met a lot of women from the States. Shout out to what's her name? I gotta get her name right. Hold on, I gotta get her name right. Get with Key or Get Key. Shout out to Get Key. If I said your name wrong, my fault. Dope. Another creator I met. I think she's from Canada or the States, but they travel. She's also a traveler, and it's kind of dope. This is the one right here with the white on. Anyway, I forgot I had the music. The one right on, and she looked good, y'all. And she looked good. Melanated. She looked good too. Let me see if I can see. Yeah. So it was cool. No, another one was another I Love the Boy, another big star over there. Again, the whole thing with this, y'all, is that Google Fi. I've heard of Google Fi, I just haven't been into it. I haven't been like trying to get all that stuff. But I might look into it. Because I got a second phone already, so I don't mind just buying a SIM card. So again, Afrofuture was a big event that I feel as though if you're going to go to Detty December, it's definitely something you're gonna have to get. But all those that don't know, the Black Man's Guide to Ghana will probably come out in March, but it'll be more condensed, more organized. But this is when I give you guys a chance to ask questions, and just tell you my story as I went there. All right, so we talked about Afrofuture, the 2 days, 28th and the 29th, that they have it. We talked about the Airbnbs. We talked about the flights. We talked about getting there with the vaccine and everything. Let's get into the nightlife as we come to the 10:30 mark. Remember, after this, I'm going to end this at 10:30, maybe a little bit left, and then I'm going to set some stuff up, and then at 11 o'clock, we're going to sign into the membership only to get to the real talk of everything, because there is so much I want to share with you guys. And I'm telling you again, I don't ever copyright strike anybody for anything that I have on these scenes. But these membership lives, I'm definitely copyright strike anybody on the membership live that take anything that's said, audio, video, anything, because we're going to get into deep. And I'm trying to keep this channel because I got some eyes on me that might be pushing this channel a little bit further, and I don't want to mess that up. And I'm still trying to give you guys the full inclusive story. So again, I don't copyright strike. Whatever you want to use, as long as you give me accreditation for it, whatever you want to use on the channel to react to it, you can use it. Except for the stuff that's in the membership, because the membership is gonna get spicy. All right, so let's get to nightlife, y'all. All right, so when it comes to nightlife, I went to different areas. I went to the Osu area, which was the biggest area. I went to the East Lagoon area by the mall, and I also did nightlife in what is this called? Soho, whatever Soho thing is at. So I'm going to show you one of the places I went to, a club called Club Play, and I was lucky enough to meet two twin sisters from Nigeria, and they were cool. So let's get they accompanied me to the club. So we're gonna get to the episode when we went to Play Club in Nigeria. I mean in Ghana. And it's called PLA. Let's see where we at. Here we go. All right. 1 second. Oh, my fault. I also went to during the nightlife. I met up with my homie Ozzy. Now, my homie Ozzy is the Ghanaian who lives in America, and we actually work together. And I've been working for the company. We've been working together for like 10 years, but I've been working for the company for like 22, 23 actually. And Ozzy's cousin was there, and he took me to Oxford Street, the real Oxford night market where like the locals go. And it was definitely dope to hear Naughty by Nature playing in the background. So shout out to the homie Ozzy and his cousin. They had Ozzy got a car out there. He had me try some kind of like local food. It was, I think it's turkey, but it was just with some different type of sauce and the chips. And then we went for a walk, and we went to the nightlife, the night market. I'm going to show you guys something real quick. So one thing I do, I do is I dance a lot, right? I dance a lot, but sometimes the dance doesn't pay off the way I wanted to pay off, and I got a little bit too into the dancing, and let me see. I got a little bit too out here. I got a little bit too into the dancing, and this happened. Shout out to 215 in the building. Shout out to V Schwells in the building. So this is what happened. So everybody's watching me dance, and a little, just watch. I can't turn it up to the music. I don't think it's copyrighted. Let me see. So, unfortunately, here's the thing. I was enjoying myself. I was dancing. What I did not realize is that somebody had painted the bleacher when I was trying to pull a nice dance move off that I knew I could pull off because I've done it before. Like jump on, jump off, keep the beat. But I didn't account for the fact that somebody had painted the it was almost lights out. It was almost lights out, y'all. My boy Oz didn't know how to work the thing. It was almost lights out. See, look, I was calculating 1, 2, jump, bam. I caught myself, but it slid. Hold on. Boom. But I caught myself. Cat-like reflexes. Cat-like reflexes. And I'm still dancing, trying to play it off. But the issue was the paint was all over the one night I wore my pink. I was feeling myself with this outfit. Y'all play one more time for y'all. I was feeling myself with this outfit, y'all. Dog, y'all understand. I put this outfit together like, yo, this is going to be the outfit right here, y'all. I can't show. Let me just show you the outfit real quick. I put this outfit together like, yo, this is going to be the dope outfit. I was so souped about this outfit, man. I can't even show the outfit. Look, I was so souped about the outfit. I had the sneakers to match the Philly hat, the throwback Philly hat. I was like, yo, I'm going to kill him this night with this outfit. But unfortunately, because this happened, I had to change my outfit. So you see me in a new outfit. And it was crazy. And she looked like she was running away and then started busting out laughing. Everybody laughing now. The lady comes from behind the thing, the DJ laughing. This guy's still taking a picture, putting it in slow-mo. But the good thing is that they did help me out. They didn't charge me for anything for messing up this stuff. They did help me out, and I was able to Doug. he said Harriet Tubman cracking up. It was crazy, y'all. It definitely was. It was almost night. It was definitely night. It was definitely almost night. But again, I wouldn't try that I won't try that anymore, really, because as a 40-year-old, I felt like I had a little bit less reaction time, but I still caught it. Cat-like reflexes. But again, they helped me out because I didn't know that paint. You can't like keep paint on you because the paint will stick. So they gave me some like something to get the paint off with, like some kind of. And I wipe my hands and all that stuff. That's what you see. But it was definitely a great experience being able to and they all still laughing. And the kids behind them was laughing also. But it definitely was a great experience. I got to hang out with the locals. They was very accepting, and that was that. So then I had to go back home, and of course since I had to go back home. It's lady right here, and then change clothes because we walked for a little bit after that, and it was hot. It was hot at night. Just to give you guys a view of the streets, Ghana it's comprised of different tribes. Now, I know it's gonna sound crazy. Y'all thinking tribes, y'all thinking spears, and y'all thinking people with animals. Y'all thinking people in the hunting animals and stuff. But the tribes, a lot of them living like this, like shacks, and they have communal shacks. They have like a wall around their area where they live, and they have different units where everyone lives. And outside, they have other units where like stores run. It's not like I know you're accustomed to seeing like houses and stuff, or you see the Airbnb I was staying at. That's not the majority of Ghana that I saw. Not of Osu, my fault. At least of Osu. That's not the majority of Osu. The majority of Osu have like, I don't want to say hut or shelter. I don't know what to call them. With these things right here, this is like the house. There are, again, like you see where I was staying at the Airbnb. That's more upper class thing. But this is like the locals, where the real locals stay. Like you'll see the houses like the house, but they're not like up 2-floor houses. They don't have 2-floor houses. So we went for a walk, and they showed me around the whole area and explained everything. Shout out to the homie Ozzy again, y'all. And then I said, okay, now it's time to go to the club. So I had to go back to change my outfit. All right. And this is what I'm going to introduce you to the twins. And now I'm going to introduce you to the twins real quick. Can you play music? All
right, y'all. So we're going for the first cheers of the night with these two amazing ladies from Niger. One goes by the name of...
Hi, my name is Glory.
Okay, and the other goes by the name of... We got Glory and Faith. It's going to be one hell of a night. Can I say her? Okay. One hell of a night. Salute, ladies. Keela. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to Osu. We're going to hit up I kind of want to do like 2 clubs, right? Because if we do 1 club, that means we're stuck in one place the whole night.
So we only end up doing 1 club because I end up popping bottles. We end up popping bottles, and the club we chose was Club Play. Now the thing about Club Play is once we actually got stopped. We actually got stopped by the police, but I'll talk about that in the I'll talk about that and show you guys the video in the membership live that we do at 11 o'clock. But we actually got stopped by the police, and we had to get out the car. I'm just leave like that part. So we got to play, and at first they said they wasn't letting nobody in. Then they tried to overcharge me. Again, they saw me, and they tried to overcharge me because they was like, "Hey, if you want to get in, it's 400 Ghana cities." And I know that's not the price to get in. And then we started walking away, and they said, "No, come back, 300 cities." And I'm like, 250. And they're like, "No." I'm like, "All right, come on, let's go." So 300 cities for everybody to know is like $20. But it's 300 cities for every person. So I paid $20 for her, $20 for her, and $20 for me. Again, I wanted the experience. So again, that's what happened when us going to play. Goddamn twins, boy. We gonna have some fun in the membership, y'all. We gonna have some fun. I'll be able to talk how I want to talk, man. So this is Club Play, y'all. Really dope place. And if you guys remember Kitty, I just showed y'all, Kitty was actually performing this night.
Your name, tickets? No, you don't have a ticket. It's a ticket-based event here.
You see, you heard it says a ticket-based event?
Yeah.
Money talking Ghana, y'all. Money talking Ghana. It's the walking, y'all. Yep. Eddie, no, I didn't. The lights ever went out while I was there in Ghana. The lights never went out. Maybe because the area I was in, or just my luck. Yeah, it does, Kato. It was like a makeshift trailer park. Real quick. Let me run that back real quick. Let me pause when I get to that part. Let me pause when I get to the part on the street. And we'll talk more about this in the membership because again, I want people to get this information. And the more I give you more details about certain things, the less likely that YouTube allows it to fly. All right, so real quick. Detty December is so big, you get so many different women from parts of Africa. These women, I believe, are from South Africa. But in my mind, I thought they were white. But 2 of them are Spanish. And the girl in the back is black. I actually met a woman who speaks Spanish from the only country in Africa that speaks Spanish, Equatorial Guinea. I met her the first day. Maybe I'll show you her later. But when I seen these women, I had to ask them, yo, where y'all from? Like, I wanted to ask them, like, where y'all from? But I didn't want to mess up the twins. So, but they're clearly, and maybe it's my opinion, because I didn't ask them. These two were Spanish. The first two looked Spanish, but I know they were from South Africa. Because they came back in the club and I asked her. All right, so let me get y'all the club walkthrough real quick. Buddy with the eyes eye polo things. Shout out to Nick, what's going on? What's going on, man? 3K says, yes, Lord, I was in South Africa 2 weeks ago. It's nice. Yeah. I seen some videos. Again, that's one of the places I would want to get to, but I'm not sure if I want to rush it before I retire because I want to get some debt paid down. But nah, yeah, they definitely nice down there. But most importantly, like while it walks through the club, while it shows you to walk through the club or play club, play Ghana, every single experience I had with women down there, and we're getting close to the time, almost cut off. I might go a little bit over 10:30, but remember, 11 o'clock we got the membership live. Every single woman I met down there was respectable and nice. I will say this. In Ghana, there are not a lot of Black Americans and an even smaller amount of Black American men, meaning Black men from the States, from the United States, who go there. There's a very small amount of them. There are a large amount of Black women that go to Ghana, but there's a very small amount of Black men. So when I went there, I felt like they were asking me tons of questions, and there was an admiration for the Black culture. This is just my experience. I felt like they seen us on TV, but when you see them and when they seen us in real life, it was like, yo, asking questions and stuff. That's just how I felt. But I felt like every single person showed nothing but love in Ghana. That was so dope. Every single person showed nothing but love in Ghana. But you'll see a lot of our culture in Ghana. Meaning some of the top artists that was on the stage had Timberlands on. When do you ever wear Timberlands in Africa? Some of them, yo, my nigga, what up? Just like that. I'm gonna have to block that out because I don't know YouTube. And you be like, all right, cool. It's like you Black. I understand the universal Blackness. So I'll say you're Black, I'm Black. But even your lingo, when it comes up, it doesn't sound like mine, like me, but I understand it. It's yeah. So again, it was definitely dope in there. And again, as you can see, the crowd was packed. They had a trumpet guy. They had the stage dancers. They had people dancing on the side. It was really dope. Trumpet, I think he was playing the trumpet. I don't know, R-Dub, why Black men don't go to Ghana, but it could be because Ghana is one of the most, if not the most expensive African country, because it is the second safest. Oh, shucks. Come on, YouTube. Let me slide with that. It is the second safest African country out of all the countries, 2024. Ghana was ranked the second safest African country 2024, and it's prospering a lot right now. So there's a lot of people from different diasporas from around the world, United Kingdom, United States, the Caribbean, who are going to Ghana and doing it big. As you guys know, Ghana has the #1 African YouTuber with the most subscribers, Wodemeyer. They have him that he's a Ghana citizen. So again, Ghana is a place that's really getting big. I like it. It's just the distance for me is why I wouldn't. Right now I wouldn't consider buying a property because the distance is just too far. But aside from that, if it was closer, it would be right on my list under Columbia, right, almost close to it. But again, I had a great time. Come on, man. Let me try to spin it forward. Oh, I actually got a comment once, right? So here's the thing. And now I need to make sure I show this before I think. I got a comment on my message, right? And the guy was like, "Yo, it's kind of corny." The guy sent me a upset comment on my page under this video. He says, "Yo, it's corny. You're in the club and you're counting money. That's corny. Here's something I should have mentioned a long time ago, y'all. Every club does not accept Visa card and MasterCard. And here's the even bigger thing. In Ghana, there are 2 separate machines for Visa card and MasterCard. If you go in a club and you have a Visa card and they only take MasterCard, your Visa card will not work. So a lot of times I was paying with my card for everything because I want to pay with my card because I have a credit card. I want to pay with my card rather than give it cash. But in this club, I guess either because I came too late or they just didn't work, they said they couldn't take any card. Mind y'all, I had just paid 900 Ghana cities outside for all 3 of us to get in. And then we was gonna get a bottle, right? So I got a bottle. And then they wanted to get hookah. So I got hookah. And then we got something else, which I won't say on this because we in front of the scenes. We got something else in the club. And now, but when she asked me, I'm counting the money to see, yo, do I have enough? Because I didn't bring a lot of money out cash. I brought my card. So I would always say, wherever you go in Ghana, carry cash. Carry cash. It is very, very important that you carry cash. Shout out to big bags in the building. Greg X says, how you say black men will go to Ghana fly was there? He black. Yeah. A lot of I understand, Greg, but maybe he meant a lot of black men. No, it don't. It don't. I can count on my hand how many black people I've seen. Black men. I've probably seen maybe 5 or 6 black men. Not when I say black men, I mean not like you're Ghanaian, but you live in the United States now. Not you're Nigerian. I mean people who wasn't born there. And shout out to one of the dope brothers I met. I'll show you guys soon because we got to end this soon so I can get a break and then we can go to what's the name. Chip, what's going on, man? So again, this is Play Club we're at. Oh, I gotta skip this part where she had this thing done. Oh, this is Play Club where we's at. We got some bottles, had some shots, great time with the twins. Salud. All right. So another thing I want to get to before we end this this thing right here, and I'll give you guys a little time to get some questions. Is because I extended my stay, I was able to go to an event sponsored by Jerk Soul. Pause. If I gotta say pause. Jerk Soul is a brother from Chi-Town, from Chicago, who moved to Louisiana and started a big restaurant called Jerk Soul, a Caribbean restaurant called Jerk Soul. He had a bunch of different restaurants, and then he got the call from like a higher power for him and it said, yo, you should go to Ghana. And once he got to Ghana, the higher power told him, yo, close all your stores in the States and build in Ghana. So that's what he did. He closed all the stores in the States. He built in Ghana. He got himself a place. He built a new restaurant, and the food is fire. I wasn't able to get to the restaurant, but he had an event with Dr. Umar and a couple other people in the diaspora who had been building in Ghana for 30 plus years. 30 plus years. Like I actually was able to connect with the older people who actually were traveling and building before I was even born. So it was a dope feeling to know I was involved with that. But you know I had to bring my own style. Come on, y'all know me. Y'all know me. I got to bring my own style. So, and I wasn't going nowhere without any type of. But let me just play this real quick. Hold on. Let me play this real quick. Wait a second. I'll play this intro. This is us. This is episode 7 real quick. You guys got to see. All right, cool.
Africa, please don't you show up with a snow. The mother of Mecca is right here before me. Do my eyes not deceive me, or am I looking at the goddess Isis herself? Can you do me a favor, my brown skin, ain't you? Can you tap that white girl for me? My milk of magnesia.
Again, so I mean, let me see. Now I went to this it was the second or third annual Diaspora Awards. And again, there was other places I went, like Treetop Restaurant. We went to the Star, the Ghana Star right here. We went to it's called Independence Square. We went to Independence Square. You know, some tourist stuff. We definitely went to some tourist stuff. And when I say we, I was with, you know, nice little woman. We played a little pool. Again, this is what I mean by interacting with the locals. You know what I mean? Like, not just going to clubs, not just going to restaurants, but everything. Just like it was dope, man. It was definitely dope. But let me see if I can get to the Diaspora. I want to get to the Diaspora event because I really feel like it's dope to see what people have in other places.
Bang, bang, bang. Kick that ticket up. Oh, show that one. There you go. Hello. Okay. Right there. All right.
I mean, I know how I'm doing this.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your man, $40 sign expressions. All platforms, YouTube, over 100,000 subscribers, 28 million video, 1 million views. And we need it. So, what are we doing that for me? I should come here, see what it's like, y'all. So, we're going to go around here, we're going to show you the different colors, the different conditions. So, you know, like I said, that black pride, it's great to see you local New Jersey. So, we're going to take that picture, we're going to do this right. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Picture, right?
So again,
well, let's walk around. I think they got the food ready already, so it's not like
it was just so many different. Yeah, it's just so dope. So many different people from diaspora.
I want to thank as well as organizers, Brother Judah, and your team that organized this event. It should be ongoing every year. And I want to thank all of you for recognizing the good works that my crew and I have been doing. Because I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, you are enjoying yourself now. Give praise to the Most High.
So again, y'all, like I said, when I go places, I like to get into the culture. Shout out to Brother Judah right here. These are some of the leaders.
It's something that was made by God. Here's some statistics that you should know. By 2030,
and this is the guy who puts it all together, y'all.
Who we have here?
What up? This is Judah from Jerk Soul Rooftop Restaurant on Yarafa. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? Hey, let them know about your business. Let them know what inspired you to come here and start the business. And let them know what inspired you to come to Ghana in the first place.
Sure. I mean, to be honest with you, it was divine. It wasn't me, man. I got something from above, bro, that told me that Africa was the next move for me. And I never toured before, never came to Africa before, bro. And within 6 months, I closed down my businesses. Jerk Soul actually started in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
Closed it down, shipped my dog out here, shipped myself out here. And man, it's been a big blessing ever since, man.
Again, y'all, I like to get into, into the culture and everything, man. Again, so much stuff we're gonna talk about. We'll go another 5 minutes, then we're gonna stop this live. I'm gonna need 15 minutes to recuperate. So this time we'll start to talk about the women that I met, and then we'll finish that in the live on the membership. All right, y'all. So check it out. I planned in advance because I knew I only had a short time to meet the women in Ghana. Tinder has always worked for me every place I've gone. So I decided to use Tinder to try to meet the different women, and I wanted to meet women from different personalities. I wanted to meet women who were really really knowledgeable about different cultures. I didn't want to meet all Ghanaian women. I didn't want to meet all Nigerian women. I didn't want to meet all Cameroonian women. I didn't want to meet all skinny women, big women, thick women. I wanted to meet a selection of different women so I can get a full experience of what a woman was in Detty December. Now, one thing that happened to me that I don't even understand how it happened was that after I met all these women, after I met them online, after I talked to them, after I organized the time with the women, Tinder banned my account. Maybe because of how I was applying for so many women because I wanted to make sure I got the right ones, but Tinder banned my account. But at that time, I had already had the ones that I wanted to meet. A lot of people who have the membership can see the videos that how I introduced you to the ones I was trying to select before. I was lucky that the college woman, the first woman that you see, she actually met me at the airport. This is what I'm talking about. The personalities are just so amazing. Well, at least like I said, I can only speak for the women during Detty December in Ghana. The personalities were so amazing. She goes, "Hey, do you want me to meet you at the airport?" I'm like, "Nah, we can just meet at the house. I don't want you to have to come there by yourself." She said, "No problem. I'll pay for my own cab to come to meet you at the airport because I want to welcome you right." I said, "What you mean you want to welcome me right?" She like, "You're coming to Ghana for the first time. I'm here. I want to make sure that you're coming." I'm like, "Well, I got my driver." She's like, "I'll still come." I said, "All right, cool." So she paid for her own taxi to come to the airport. She sat and waited 45 minutes for me to come out because, again, the flights are always late. And when I came out again, I could tell y'all this, but as y'all know, I always believe in show the receipts. Show the receipts. That's what I believe in. I believe in show the receipts. So hold up. This is me coming out the airport, y'all.
Let me see. No, I gotta drop it. Thanks, man. That's definitely not my name right there. That's not me. No, that's not me. What's up, man? How you?
That's my driver right there. Shout out to Eat Money.
Go ahead. You got it. Thanks, man.
Good brother right here, man. I'll put his information
we finally made it. Look who we ran into. How you doing? Tell me your name. Fabulous. Say a little bit out there. Know you a little shy. She shot, so you're gonna be with it. The cop. Oh, fabulous. Oh, okay. I like that. All right. So, man, it's like literally 30 degrees hot out here.
So again, that alone was dope. But again, every woman I met there, I have no complaints about. Great experiences. I would say to me, Ghana, I was how do I say this without Ghana was one of the top 3, not 3. So it's Ghana is one of the top 3 places I met where the women that I met were so genuine, didn't want anything from me, just wanted to hang out and get to know me as a person. Ghana was one of those places. Again, top 3. And I've been to a lot of places. And a lot of times people go to the place, but they don't really interact with the people. So it's like they just go to get to say I've been there. But when I go places, I go places. This is a woman I met from this is the one woman I met the one woman I met in there. I didn't have a Tinder. She's from Equatorial Guinea. I'll just play the intro.
Give me a snap. Give me a snap. When your boyfriend sees I took it online. Manjo back door.
Again, y'all. As a woman I met from Equatorial Guinea, is the only country in Africa that actually speaks Spanish. So that was dope. Let me get y'all comments, and then we're gonna end this live, and we'll be back in 10 minutes to come to the What's the Name live. I gotta get ready for that because we're gonna go into really detail. We going straight in the live. We're going straight in the membership live, straight in. Again, if anybody uses any content from the membership live, this live, I don't care if you want to use for this live, you want to cut up, you want to react, cool. The membership live, copyright immediately. How can I join the channel? I'll put the thing, I'll put it in one more time. Like I said, again, I don't like putting stuff behind the scenes because the history of Black Americans. But I have to do it this way because I don't want them to get rid of my channel. And also I have some, yeah. And they've already got rid of one of my video, my number one guide. So I don't want to take any risk. I think it's that right there. Ali, what up, what up, what up? He says, Greg says, nah, son, counting is corny. was reading. Wow, 900 cities, yeah, for 3 people to get in the club because we ain't had tickets. Cash is king. Ain't no matter what country you're in, cash is king. Hold up. What else you get in the club? Mangoes were you skiing? Call us the precious fruit, the price of fruit. That's I can't come on, man. I can't again, let's see. Yes, I don't really have a favorite because their personalities were so different. Some of them were more quiet, some of them was more active, some of them was more. Some of them were more vibing. It just was so different. Like I said, I met 5 women: the college girl, the twins. If I'm counting as one, I'm counting them as one for a reason. The college girl, the twins, the girl that went with me, the Nigerian girl that went to Diaspora with me, the model, the international model, the one y'all see out the pool, and the one y'all see me with at the beach. Actually, I met 6 women, but the 6th one y'all not gonna hear here. Y'all hear about the 6th woman in the membership. Trust me, y'all won't hear the 6th woman here. The membership video. Okay. Hey, that's it right there. All right. Let's see. All right, y'all. So I appreciate you guys for joining this live. I'll give you guys 3 more minutes if you guys got any questions, and then we got to end the live, and we'll be back on the membership live, and we get straight to it, y'all. Again, we talked about everything. Well, not the majority of stuff. We talked about the price there, Airbnbs, the flights, the activities, with the Afrofuture. We talked about needing to get the vaccine. I gave you some details of the days I was there. I showed you. We talked about one of the nightlife places. There was another nightlife place called Soho. I'll get to that before we vamos out of here. So I can show you Soho real quick. There's a reason why I didn't go on Oxford Street yet. We'll talk about Oxford Street and the membership. Again, we also went to Oxford Street. I can show you this part.
Oh, you got that little club restaurant.
This is Oxford Street right here. We'll get more into Oxford Street.
Including African French shops.
Say the black of the bit, the sweet of the juice. I
No.
the talk of the flesh,
The deep with the roots. Look at this. Let me see. Get to Oxford Street clubs real quick. And so Soho clubs. Also pay for Soho Club to get in. And this club had a lot of people in it. It was mixed with Americans and non-American and Ghanaians. But a lot of the ladies in there were fire, bro. And it's like upstairs, it's the rooftop part, and it has the inside. So this is the rooftop part. This is episode 2, I believe. And this is the inside. When we met up with Ozzy the first time we met up with Ozzy. Also, there is a bar, and we went to this place. I'm gonna get this off too, called Breakfast to Breakfast. This is the spot that you want to go to if you're in Ghana. This spot is where all the people hang out after the club. It's open 24 hours. It's called Breakfast to Breakfast because it's open 24 hours. So it cooks from breakfast to breakfast. And as you can see, there's a lot of people. This is like, at this time, it's like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And all these people were here. And the thing, it was deep. It was deep. And this was on like a, I want to say this was like a Thursday night. Yeah, it was like a Friday. It was like a Friday night. This is Friday. Because I had got there on Thursday. Oh, we'll get to Oxford Street later. Yeah, let me see. All right. So I think I touched on everything, y'all. I gotta get ready to go, get ready for the next part. Oh, last part I'll show you. For New Year's Eve, I went to an event. I went to an event at a PVO event at a hotel. But let me just show you this part right here, and we're gonna end this. All right, y'all. And we went to Kwame Kumar. We also went to Kwame Nkrumah's Kwame Nkrumah, I'm probably saying his name, museum and event center, where we actually got to see some more African culture, and I get to learn more about the first African president, I believe, and a little bit about his story. And I also actually got to I was actually there when Yandy was there from Love and Hip Hop, I think. And yeah. All right, so yeah, they had a big event there called the Black and Gold event. Again, first Ghana nationalist leader.
National Party leader.
Shout out to E Money. That's one. I'm gonna end it with this right here, and then we're gonna get into the I'm gonna take a break real quick.
All the time, the driver would just be sitting around, and I mean, even though he getting paid for you to be there at your beckon, it's like, you know, you want to be a little bit considerate with.
All right, y'all. I appreciate you guys for joining me on this Black Man's Guide to World Travel to Ghana, Accra Ghana live review. I hope I answered all y'all questions. I gave you a lot of insight. We've been on here for 2 hours, almost 2 hours. In 5 minutes, I'm going to start the membership, and we're getting straight into it with the membership. Again, if you join the membership, anyone that uses any audio, any video, or any anything, pictures or still images from that live, I will pursue the copyright claims on it. But again, I'm happy I got to at least give you guys almost 2 hours of stuff that is not behind the paywall, because I think that this will help you guys if you're deciding to go to Ghana or not. It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.
This isn't one of those touristic travel series. You won't find this on commercialized TV. This is a travel series about a perspective that has been destroyed, burned, whitewashed in the history of the world. This is a travel series about the Black perspective. Welcome to the Black Man's Guide to World Travel.
Lots one here. About to go sandboarding. Oh, something tells me this is going to be fun.
They call him Josh B.
Hi, my name is Nazarena. I was lost and he found me and lent me his phone and I'm safe.
So where are you from?
Argentina.
Jamaica. See it right here is a flag. Place to be right now.
Ready?
This is my first time in Jamaica, so I'm just enjoying the sight. First time.
Okay, everybody. Good. Hey, send me some Jersey mics. Newark, baby.
Mona Lisa, can I get a date on Friday? And if you're busy, I wouldn't mind taking Saturday. What's going on? She waiting for $8 Sun Express.
Hello, papacitos y mamacitas. Vengan a México.
No.
A la party.
Finally made it. Finally made it.
Made some friends.
Met some good friends. Samba Drone 2016.